somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her wow, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. Oh, what a juke into space. The 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Packers. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Corey Vedvik now set to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set, HG Gator. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Get it.
Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Target. Snap.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. 20. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. shoes. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, grape colored coops. No, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W. Position, just know your spot, sure don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hip.
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set 18 Gator.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Ready. 50, plant. Watch the run. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 99. Check 99. Big grip.
They'll try the left side. Swift. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Down. 8, read. Watch the flag. 5. Watch the flag. Block.
Off play action. Herbert. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. It's caught by Jennings. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Back to throw. Herbert, flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now, they took a real chance there, throwing deep from their own end zone.
Yeah, just think about it this way. If you take that shot, which they just did, you're giving those pass rushers an extra chance to get you. Your escape hatch behind you is gone because the end line is there. Yet at the same time, they took the gamble, and boy, did it pay off.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 38-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Ready, set, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You don't know no better. Mike 54.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Herbert flushed out right. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
You can't stop me.
From the gun, Herbert looking deep for Gabriel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
6-man.
2nd and 11. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
And the Vikings first down.
You.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Come on.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? They'll try the left side. Swift. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taylor Gabriel, 28 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Check, 47. Go out.
He'll drop to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Every day, any day. We play to win. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back to throw here. Setting up the screen for Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Second down and inches. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back to the ground, this time Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Second down at the 41. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. So we got man, take off.
2nd and 9 now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. To throw on second down. Herbert, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Check. Fresno. 6-6. Pull it high.
Check 37. Check 37. Check 13. Check 13. Kill.
5.
On third down, Swift. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Orbit.
Mike 10. Mike 10. Woo-hoo. We got Mike 10.
On first down, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On the snap.
On third down, Swift. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down right around the 37. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong. You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And still going. Now he lost the football. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a run with Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On the set. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 7. Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
And nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team. And keep the clock moving.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On 1st down, Swift, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
87's mom. Don't worry about that.
Off play action. Herbert. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Herbert. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Packers on third down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Herbert. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing it.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Yep. Let's go.
Throwing again. Herbert. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. The quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 10 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Packers 17.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Check right 54. Right 54. I'm on. Check.
Here's Coleman. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch safety creep. Safety.
They'll run it with Coleman. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run with Coleman on first down. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle in the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Vikings, it'll be a happy trip home as
problems. You don't want smoke, dog. Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a